Hello. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy. Do you know what? 2 years ago, when I was sat in my little room, with just my bed, no TV, just me, and you came to me and you said, in 2 years' time, my friend, you're going to be in London, out of Manchester, and you're going to do your first solo show outside of Manchester, I would have laughed at you. I would have been like, ha, 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 ha. No, that's not how I laugh. But I would have laughed at you. And if you came to me in I don't know, in that when I was in that position and you said that to me, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. This is just the power of hip-hop. It's moved me from such a place of being low, a place of not knowing myself, a place of not being able to voice the things that I'm passionate about. Not even that, I didn't even know I had things that I was passionate about. Do you know what? I'm going to dance. Check it. Oh, yeah.
Mike Wilmer.
I've not started dancing. What I wanted to show you there was that it's freestyle. I think you noticed that, innit? I think you know I was making that up, and I couldn't have planned that. Like, if I'd planned that, probably would have been better, innit? But but that's the joy of dance for me, is that it comes from when that song starts. That's when I'm like, vroom, it comes alive. Now, obviously, hip-hop has got 5 elements in it. And one of them is dance, yeah? And we here are hip-hop artists, innit, and hip-hop lovers. And there's a lot of really good music that has been played throughout the day. And there's not a lot of times I've seen people nod. Please, can we do that for the next coming up songs? When you hear a song, please move and watch the difference. Watch how much better you feel. Because let's say, for example, she was speaking. Sorry, I can't say your name properly. Shirai. Shirai was rapping in this language that I could not even tell you one word about it. But you know what? When she started, I could feel it in my soul, and I was like, and to be honest, throughout the day, I've held myself from dancing. Do you know what I mean? I've held myself from trying to break out, and I think that's what a lot of us have done. So please, don't hold it in anymore. Let it out. Let it out. Now, I said dance gave me a voice, gave me it made me realize that the things that I went through, and my life has been a bit up and down a little bit too much. But you know what? Throughout the times that I've not had something to eat, I've ate hip-hop, I've ate dance, I've ate lyrics. When I didn't have something to watch, my head, bro, my head has got so much. Your head has got so much. And you know what? Those are the things that kind of carried me forward. And then through that, people saw the passion that I had for my dance, for my acting, for my spoken word, from my beats, just from me sitting down with my friends at home, or pajamming. Do you know what I mean? And people saw that passion, and I think that passion is the reason I'm here now today. And I think there's a lot of young people out there that have got the same passion, and you know what? It kind of scares me a little bit that I feel as though they might not have that voice in the future. And obviously it's because of the few things that have happened, you know, the whole Brexit and stuff like that. And I don't know. I feel as though for those young people, in September, sorry, I know I keep going back and forth, but there's a lot I want to say in a very short amount of time. In September, I went I applied for, I applied for uni, and then I went into uni. September, I spent a month in uni, and then my student finance didn't come. Do you know what the reason was? The reason was because, although I have a status in the UK, to work in the UK, to live in the UK and feel like I'm British too, I didn't have the paper to prove it because I moved away from my mom's. And for 5 months, I went with no food. They did not give me no money. No one gave me money. I couldn't work as well because I had no paper. So when I did my TEDx at that time, I was still going through that thing. But I swear, that passion, that hunger, for me knowing that, you know what, in the future, I know there's something there for me. And I think that's what kept me fighting. When I look back to the times, my best, what I would think are my best lyrics were probably written in that time. Because hip-hop gave me the power to carry on. Do you get what I mean? It motivated me. And it gave me a voice, and I realized that what I was going through, someone else can learn from it. Do you know what I mean? I realized that I could tell my story, and someone else who's probably in the same position would take it and realize that, you know what, there's a way forward. Can you do me a favor? Can you play I think it's the 4th track? Now, this track was made by my friend last week, and I asked her to make this track in response to the whole Brexit thing. So I'm going to do a little dance. But, So enough about the sad stuff. I'm from Zimbabwe, South Africa. I'm very much African. I love my Africa war. But similarly, I feel as African as I do British. And I hope that I can have a chance to express my art in Britain as I've been and as other people have before me. I hope it doesn't stop because, like someone said, the history that we're making now is going to be told through arts, innit? That's what we're doing. Arts is a way that we can tell the future about the lives we lived. Now, sorry, with that in mind, if these politicians do not want art to go on? Who's going to tell their legacy? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so as a South African and Zimbabwean, like, I found that dance was also a way of me, obviously, communicating, telling stories, having fun. And it's kind of an art form where your personality can come out. Can you play track 3, please? Please dance. Where is my water? Sorry about that. So, hip hop artists. Last year, in one of my journeys, well, on my journey, it's kind of seeing how much potential I've got, because I think, obviously, you need that confidence as an artist, especially as a hip-hop artist. You need to be able to go into the battles and be confident, because you can see through that. Hip-hop artists weren't confident, you'll be like, you know what I mean? But kind of one thing that boosted up my confidence was being in a show last year with Flex in Manchester. And there were New York dancers that came over to England and joined 10 more dancers from Manchester. One of them was me. And they did this reggae / kind of popping / gliding. There's so many categories to flexing, but it's based on hip hop and reggae, which is another thing that happens a lot in hip hop. It's collab. Do you know what I mean? Like me, then I was mixing my African with my little hip hop, with my locking and waving. And one of the flexers came up to me and they were like, you know what? I think you should look into cramping. And so now, I think you're gonna be my first audience to actually watch me proper cramp. Something I've been working on. But I want to have that confidence to say, yeah, it's my new thing. So can you play track 5 for me?
All your men, they work for me now. Why don't we cut you up into little pieces and feed you to your pooches? And then we'll see how loyal a hungry dog really is.
So just baby, stop.